Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back with another quick card. And the card that I'm making today features the Mischievous Mice stamp set. Now this is a special stamp set that is only available to our hosts. That's people that host a party, a Stampin' Up party. If you want to have one, you can do that online. I'm actually not doing in-person ones yet, but I can help out with an online one. And this is, you'll find it in the back of the January to June catalogue, and you can see that you can actually earn this if you have party sales or personal spend of £150. So I just want to explain how this works. So you don't have to have a party. If you've got a friend that you want to get together and share an order and it comes to £150, or if you're wanting to buy from the new main catalogue, you can buy from any of the catalogues or any of our sales. It doesn't matter. If the total spend is £150 before shipping, then you qualify for 10% of rewards. So that means you get 10% of whatever the total order is to spend however you want. You can spend it on anything from the catalogue, but you actually get to choose from these host sets that nobody else does get to choose from, and these are at a special price. So this would cost you £12 of your 10% rewards. It's actually got a £20 value, so you're getting a really good deal. So that is how the host stamp sets work. I've just stuck my stamps to the back of the catalogue. So I just wanted to let you know how that all comes together. So my card today, like I say, we're using that stamp set. I've already cut an A6 landscape card base of Melon Mambo, and I'm using out of the new main catalogue the Hues of Happiness paper. Let me just bring that in. So this is, here we go, this is this paper, designer series paper here, and I've also used a die out of that same suite, but I'm using the same paper, and this is just one that it's the same pattern. I'm using the one side and then using the opposite side. I've cut this to 5.5 by 3 7/8, and then I've cut another piece of this, and this is 4.5 by 3 1/4, and I'm going to put this one on at a bit of an angle. Now, like I say, I've also used the die from the Happiness Abound suite to give me this little sort of torn notelet edge to it here. If you've not got a die cutting machine, then you can just cut a rectangle. This is 2.5 by 3 3/4. So that's what we're using, and I'm now going to grab some blocks and my Memento ink. So I'm going to start off by just laying out roughly where I'm planning on putting these, just to make sure that I've got enough room. So I know that I need to put my little mouse over to the side. So I'm going to stamp him like that, and then stamp part of my sentiment. That's not on very straight. Let's just, there we go. So I'm just going to stamp that bit up there like that, and then, oops, grab another block, and you can see that I've got my blends out because I'm going to quickly colour in part of this. So I'm just going to stamp that down there like that. So there is our stamped panel, and while that's just dry, it won't take long to dry at all, but even so I'll leave that to dry while I assemble the layers. So you could leave that just plain, but I am going to colour in the stamping. So I'm just going to put that centrally on my card front. Like I said, that one is going on central. And now I'm going to use some dimensionals for this next layer. Oops. Sneak peek of something else coming up in the future. So make sure that there's a reasonable amount of dimensionals to support this, because I don't want it getting squished. And what I'm going to do, you can see that the patterns run, but I'm going to switch that around so that my pattern is running opposite. So I've got the different colours, and I just want to get that more or less central side to side, and then at a bit of an angle like that. So I'm very quickly going to colour in my little mouse. I'm just going to use Smoky Slate, and I'm only going to colour part of him, just a real quick kind of colour. Not worrying too much about the shading. You can do if you want to, and of course I've used Memento ink because I knew I was using blends. You could use black stays on and colour in with markers. I love the blends for the kind of seamless look that you get to them. So I'm going to leave his little belly white and just colour in the outside edges and his little tail. Like I say, you can use whatever colouring medium you prefer. If you want to use pencils, watercolour pencils, go for that. I really ought to get my watercolour pencils out. I've not used them in a heck of a long time. So that's all I'm doing with my mouse. I'm then taking Daffodil Delight. This one's the light one, and I'm just going to, and I've picked Daffodil Delight. A lot of sort of HB pencils are yellow, but the Daffodil Delight will go with the colours in my paper. So it's just a different sort of shade of it. I'm going to use Crumb Cake. This is the light Crumb Cake again, just for the end of the pencil, and I'm also going to just use it on these bands. And finally, Light Poppy Parade, just to put the little eraser on the top like that. And that is that. So I'm now just going to use some more dimensionals, and it should bleed through like that. You actually should have it saturated with colour, but I'm happy enough with the colouring that I've got on there. And I love this little edge that you get from the die that makes it look like it's been pulled out of a notebook. And I thought it would be nice to incorporate that as it's saying a note to say. So, and then I'm going to go back to straight with this and just pop that down like that. There we are. Got a few little bits. Just there we go. And that is our quick card today. And I hope that that's just given you a little idea for sort of popping together the Mischievous Mice. And like I say, I'm using these throughout this week, so please pop by my blog to have a little look and see how I use those there. Please do subscribe to my channel below so that you get to see a quick card every Monday and a quick tip every Friday. Thank you for stopping by.